Here we go. Hi, bye, everyone. Hello,
Hello.
hello, hello, hello. The waving hands. Look, there they are. Look, look, look. If we had a glove puppet, that'd be just, well, it'd be just like the Muppets, wouldn't it? Right. Evening, people. And Eric's saying, hit the button, prime time. Yes, we're a couple of minutes late, or a couple of seconds late, because Dave was trying to find the mute button. Yeah, so hi, that's me, Phil. And in the middle there, which is there, oh, Woody's cup of tea, is Mike with his E-Models mug. And right over the other, oh, see that my fingers don't work now. Let's see that they get cut off. But right at the very end, that's it. Well done. There we go. That's and that's Dave. Okay, right. So right, well, we've had a few people in the chat already, so I'll just give them a quick shout out. First in was Candygram for Mongo. Evening. Also, then obviously Dad was in, or Mike was in. Then Dave, Eric was in. Evening all, and then Chris, but he's sort of scarpered. He's sort of ran in and out, so that's fine. He's got other things to do. Better than watching us, no doubt. And then obviously it's myself, and then Colin from Festa 67 Workshop. Evening, Colin. Then Eric again, and then me, and they were just basically sort of chucking comments around. So that's everyone in the actual chat at the moment. So what I'll do is, as customary, I shall let my guests go first and explain what they're doing. Right. So hands up. Who wants to go first?
Dad does.
I don't think you have a choice there, Mike.
You've been in the army, haven't you?
Yeah, all those volunteers step forward. Everyone steps back. Yeah. Right. Okay. Right. So hang on then. What I'll do is I shall, I shall put Mike on the big screen. Here we go.
Here we go. I'm doing the Volkswagen Beetle. It's Tamiya kit, 124 Volkswagen Beetle. I decided to do it a bit different rather than shiny and red. I thought I'd done a bit of research on the internet and found that the Germans during the war actually done a prototype Volkswagen Beetle Commander's wagon. So I thought, that'll do. I'll do it that way. So I've got the engine and all the body on now, and the windows in, and the inside wing mirror and the seats and stuff, and I'm just sticking all the other bits on. Beauty of this is completely grey. Everything's grey. Don't know whether to do a bit of weathering. I may do. I'll see how it goes, but I'm going to stick all the ancillary bits on the indicators and headlights and stuff tonight. So we'll take it from there, Phil.
Okie dokie. Yeah, lovely. Well done. Right. So what I'll do now is I'm going to try and sneak up on Dave. Mind you, he's probably listening anyway.
Yeah.
So, right. So here we go. Right. Dave. What are you doing, mate?
What?
Yeah, what? Yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm just doing a bit of chipping on this 25-pounder. I'm doing the older kits I did in my youth. I'm revisiting them and trying to make a better job of them, basically. It's not working. But so I got the old Tamiya quad tractor with 25-pounder, which is that thing, basically. If you've seen the film Ice Cold in Alex, it's the truck thing they had in that. So that's what I'm working on now. And I had a bit of an accident with my Napoleonic Waterloo fella. The plume fell off, so I've had to repair him today. But it's been fun. It's been fun doing it. And that's basically what I'm up to. Nothing special this week, really, to be fair.
Lovely. Right. Okay. Well, anything's better than nothing, isn't it? Well, so they tell me anyway. Right. And well, basically, I'll just quickly knock you guys off for a second. 2 secs. Basically, I've just been carrying on with the Benetton. Done a bit more. Put the front suspension in, and put the arms on. At the moment, they're okay. They're not actually glued, so actually friction fit. So that's quite nice actually. So if I do need to remove them again, I can. Yeah, so we're getting there. The seats are all done. I've done that. I think I've done that last week on the stream, and bits need to be glued together to make up one whole. And the engine's coming on. I think what I'll do is I might make a start on the doing the exhausts later on. But yeah, the that Molotov chrome has come out quite nice. If I can get that to focus on that. There we go. And on the intakes as well. Come out quite nice on that. So yeah, so I'm quite pleased with that. But yeah, I think what I might do is do the exhausts on there. I've got obviously more decals to fit and put on there as well. But let's get the guys back in. Here we go. Welcome back, guys. Now, obviously, we've got another stream theme tonight. I got it right this time because normally I say it the other way around. Got another stream theme tonight. So what I'm just going to do is just so I don't keep ruining this this engine. I'm just going to just quickly put this. There we go. Onto the chassis, right? So yeah, we're going to be dropping clues, hints, and well, whatever sort of high explosive noise making things we could try and do just to see if people can get the idea of what the stream is. So yeah, hopefully someone will win that tonight. Oh, I've got a bit of indigestion tonight. I think I was sort of rushing around a little bit earlier on, but never mind. So yeah, so that the theme will be in and out of the conversation, no doubt. Try our very best to sort of try and subtly slip them in, and we'll go from there. So yeah, but whilst I'm on the subject of Formula One, I noticed, I don't know if anyone else there follows it, but I noticed that old Fernando is coming back. He's coming back. Yeah, he's coming back to Renault next year. Yes, back to his little nest, shall we say?
Oh,
he's had more success with them than he has with anybody else. So yeah, that quite surprised me actually. I saw that in the news. Yeah, old Fernando. So yeah. But it was a weird watching Grand Prix with no actual crowds and sort of cheering everyone on. But
yeah.
But there we go. But still, yeah, at least we got some racing. Actually, I'd probably end up being better racing than it would have been. Right, so what we got on here? Eric saying that colour oddly works for that Beetle. Yeah, it does actually, doesn't it? I mean, I know it's supposed to, what is it? Is it German Panzer Grey? Is it? Or
Grey, yeah, German Grey.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, that was when the vehicle was originally designed. So yeah, I suppose in keeping in period with it. What else we got? Colin is saying it's a shame Seb can't find a drive as well. Kenny, I think he will. I think there was, what was it? Can't remember if it was Martin Brundle or whether it was Ted Kravitz. They were on about Racing Point, and because obviously Sergio brings some money into the team with his Mexican connections. that sounds really sounds pretty dodgy, doesn't it? Really, but no, his Mexican telecommunications sort of connections. But will Daddy make his son move aside, make him sort of spit his dummy out, and put Seb in the car? I think he will. I think he'll turn around and say to him, look, for the better of the team, you sit out for a year or 2 years, get better at it, and then see if we can't get rid of Sergio, or if Seb is no good. We'll put you back in. But that's just my opinion, that is. So, but we'll see. Colin is saying Williams or Merck. Yeah, I can't see him going into Mercedes. No. And Lance's dad owns the team as well. Yeah, that's right. And Scott Sutherland. Yeah, evening, Scott. How are you?
Okay.
So it'll be interesting to find out, but I don't think it was hardly surprising considering the year he had last year with Charles Leclerc coming in. I think I didn't know whether Seb thought that he could handle it, or whether Ferrari thought, well, Seb's getting a bit over the hill now. Saying over the hill, I think he's only 30. I think. Maybe maybe even younger, but he's become a father, hasn't he? So maybe that's sort of lost his edge a little bit. But because they say that happens, especially to racing drivers when they become parents, they sort of tend to lose their edge a little bit. Well, for safe, to try and sort of stay alive for their kids, I suppose. I don't know, but the best I've ever got as far as racing is go-karting. Didn't do too bad, but I wasn't professional.
That's where they all start, isn't it?
You what? Sorry.
That's where they all start, isn't it?
That is, yeah. I mean, I wish I mean, I only started doing that when our local up on the seafront in Yarmouth here, they actually opened up a kart centre, and I was working as a ship's agent. And I'd be in there virtually every lunchtime. That was crazy. And then I ended up taking a few guys off the boots as well. They used to come on the old VHF and ask me if I was going down there, and I'd go and pick them up off the quayside. And I said, "No, that sounds wrong, doesn't it? Pick them up off the quayside." But no, pick them up when they landed, and take them down there, and we'd go and have a thrash out around the circuit. But yeah, I've done it for a while, and then I weren't too bad. It's an amateur sort of thing. But then I had a bit of a big shunt at one of where I work now. We had a sort of corporate evening, and let's just say that one of my suppliers decided to get a bit overzealous, went straight over the rumble strips right into the middle of the pack, and everyone used me as a stopping board.
Well,
so yeah, I sort of hung my helmet up after that. But yeah, anyway, that was as far as I ever got to being a racing driver.
Yeah, that was the biggest mistake the local council made. Was the little village up from outside Morecambe called Heysham actually had an international go-karting track where they used to have like professional races and that, and then the council closed it for some bizarre reason in the early 80s.
Oh yeah,
and it would have been, the making of the area. You know what I mean? But
well, that's it. Yeah, but I see it just seems strange, doesn't it? That anything that might be popular, people don't like.
Yeah.
But there we are. My son is in. Evening, Tom.
Hi, Tom.
Yeah, I mean, he's when he gets a chance. My boys took the mantle up of the family racer.
Oh, yeah.
He's put on here. I got a third in my last race. Yeah, I came last because I got punted out. Yes, but there we go. You what? Sorry.
Is that go-karting? Is it?
Yeah.
Oh right. Yeah.
Yeah, we got I think it's actually I don't know if they class it as a champion circuit, or whether a professional circuit, but Beccles just up the road from us in Suffolk. They've got a place at Ella, which is an old wartime airfield.
Oh yeah.
And they got a place there, and that's a really good circuit. Expensive, but really good. And they use sort of semi-pro karts. I think we could do about 35, 40 going down the straights. So it's and when you're about 3 inches off the ground, that looks pretty fast.
Yeah.
but yeah, that's where we sort of spend some of our time. But here we go. Shane Young is in. Evening, Shane.
Okay.
We're all well, mate. Thank you. How about yourself?
Oh goodness, is okay.
Yeah. So that's where we go. Well, Shane will know actually, because he lives in Alton Broad, which is next to Lowestoft. He'll know where Ella Park is, Ella Park Raceway. So my son has took over. Well, when we get a chance to go, that took over the mantle, and then that'll probably then fall to my grandson when he's a bit older, once he's tall enough to sit in one of those. Although his mother will probably say no, she didn't want him killing himself. But
so it's where you spend a bit of your time and a lot of your money.
Yeah, that is pretty much yeah. We used to do when we do the corporates, we'd do a Grand Prix, which if you were to buy them yourself, you're looking at about 70, 75, 80 quid for about an hour and a half.
Good God.
Yeah, it's expensive, but if you're into it, that's it's fun.
Yeah.
Like most things, like modeling, really. The more you put into it, the more fun you get. And if you want that kit, you pay the money, don't you?
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to get some of these seam lines off that. There we go. Right. What we got? She will love it after all. We did name him after. Yes. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, my grandson's name is Ayrton. named after Senna. Yeah. So, but yeah, it could have been worse. We could have named him Nigel or.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that understood very well in this day and age. Yeah, Nigel. Yeah, and Shane is saying, there we go. There we go. Certainly do. Yeah. See, what I didn't know was that the hobbies modelling is at Ravingham. Only sussed this yesterday. Was the hobbies modelling at Ravingham? Right. Oh, I didn't realise that. Evening, Andy. Model Making Mayhem's in. Surprised he wasn't in the chat earlier. Normally, sort of asking, it's that time, prime time, which is the usual greeting I get whenever I'm in a chat room. But yeah, evening, Andy. How are you? Hope all is well. Shane. No, I didn't realise that was at Ravingham. But then again, I don't get much opportunity to get out that far. To be honest with you, I mean, like I almost sort of shut up then, because I think I think to myself, well, hang on a minute, I'll be talking about other retailers, but no, we're not on the e-model stream tonight. But no, I get as far as Hannant sometimes, but. I don't think they're going to let anybody sort of wander through for a long while. I think even though it's a big enough warehouse and social distancing won't be a problem, but there is rumours that they'll do a click and collect, which will be a lot better for me than rather than waiting for. I put an order through from them. What was it? Probably about the 3rd or 4th week into lockdown. And consider I'm literally 10 minutes up the road at the best of times. It took 4 days for the stuff to get to me by post. So you can you imagine it would go down halfway down the country and then back up again, go past and then come back round again before it even gets put in my door. So
yeah.
So, but it'll be nice if they do. They do set that up, because at least then I can sort of put an order through and then go and collect it, which will be a lot easier than waiting and hanging around for bits like from Amazon and eBay and stuff like that. So, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. What about you guys? You got any sort of like big model places out, sort of near you, or do you have to sort of rely on things like e-models and eBay and stuff like that? Or
Dave's lucky. Mine's dead quick. My nearest model shop is in Chester, which is about 7 miles away.
Right.
And they concentrate mostly now, believe it or not, on railways.
Right.
You can there's the odd Warhammer 40k kit on the wall, but it's not that good, to be honest. But yeah, I tend to use e-models if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I've got a nice big package coming tomorrow from them, so I bought the helicopter that they had on the stream last night.
Oh right, yeah. I must admit, I did. I only sort of caught a fleeting glance at that because I actually fell asleep on the sofa watching. Yeah, shouldn't have said that, but I did. Well, I'd had such a crap night the night before, because probably sort of know that troubles with me knees and that, and I'd just had a crap night and sort of lack of sleep, and then obviously going to work and and I was just I was absolutely beat, and by the time I sort of got into the chat, started yakking away, and then next thing I know that they were then I think Colin had sort of just finished a giveaway.
Oh wow!
I think. Yeah, my God, I really am gonna have to watch that again, aren't I? But I think that must be a good hour then. Yeah, it must have been a good hour. Shane is saying that I was looking at their advert on the internet and saw Ravingham. Isn't just I know it's in the other side of Beccles, Shane. It's just getting out there, at the moment, because what with with the lockdown, it wouldn't have happened. But now that I'm back at work and and I got mother at hers where she's not able to go out. She's not she's not well enough to go out. It's just that she's too old to go out on her own, shall we say? So I have to sort of do a lot of the running around. And I think it was the first time this last weekend. She actually came out in the car with me because we're able to sort of have our little social bubble now. And she stayed in the car, bless her, but she enjoyed it. And then we just quickly popped and saw my son whilst we were up there, because he lives sort of just round the corner from the store that we went to. And and this week got to have Friday off because all the banks have suddenly decided, because of the pandemic, we're only doing 10 till 3, but we decided we're not going to be open on Saturdays either.
Oh,
yeah. So I've got to take a day off work so we can go and do the stuff that my mother needs to do at the bank, just because of the sheer fact that they've decided that they're not going to open Saturdays anymore, or for the foreseeable, I should say. So happy days. So that'll be another little jaunt out for her. So at least she's getting fresh air.
Yeah. Yeah, they
bless her.
The bank where we are, because one member of staff got COVID, so they closed the bank.
Well, that's strange enough. You saying that, because that happened. I think it was Lowestoft. Yes, it was. It was Lowestoft, where our company actually does the banking. They got a call saying that their branch is closed because of someone had caught the COVID, and so they then had to go to the next. What's funny enough with Beccles, where Shane with name we were just talking, to do the banking. So then I got to do another 15 odd mile round trip just to do the banking.
How about your Dancing Queen? How about the Dancing Queen? What model shops have you got round by you, Dave?
I'm really lucky. I've got 5 actual model shops and a Games Workshop. Oh, sorry, a Warhammer.
You lucky bugger.
Yeah, no, Portsmouth's fantastic for model shops. It's great.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, Dave. Is that your new nickname? Is it Dancing Queen?
Apparently.
It's nicknamed Fernando.
It got your attention though, didn't it? Eh?
It did. Yeah, no, we've got 5 really good ones. I used the one in actually in town, Waterloo models, and it's fantastic. Paul's brilliant. The only thing he doesn't do online. It's literally you go in the shop and get what you want. And I keep saying to him, Paul, you need to catalog all your stuff and get it online. But he's close to retirement. He's like, I can't be bothered with all that stuff. I've got my regulars, and that's, you know. He's happy, you know what I mean? But it's a traditional like model shop. You go in there and it's just all piled up on shelves. You've got, you know, aircraft this side, then it's armour the back wall, then it's cars, and then round a little side bit it's ships, you know, and they're just all stacked up. But I like it. You can have a good old, normally you can have a good old, you know, peruse in there. So it's one of Tommy's favourite places. He loves it in there.
No, I miss the the traditional model shop. You know, I mean, I've got just literally in town is Kerrison's toy shop, where I used to work years ago, and they've got a little, well, it's not even, can't even call it a model department upstairs now. I mean, there's a little bit of Warhammer, a little bit of Scale Electrics, a little bit of Hornby, a few bits of Airfix, and a few Revel bits, and that's about it really. And then obviously, you know, like I said, they got Hannants, but then that's just a massive mail order warehouse that you can walk around it. You know, it's like Aladdin's cave, but you know, it's not that walk in and think, oh wow, you know, what little treasures have they got stuck behind that, you know, that cupboard there, or, you know, it's not you know, or that used to get that old sort of not a foisty smell, but that sort of smell of sort of like cardboard and cardboard and thinners. Yeah, I don't know why, but it used to get thinners. You know, whether the guys used to sniff it behind the counter or not, I don't know. But but yeah, I do miss the old traditional, you know, sort of style and model shop. But yeah, I suppose everything's got to progress, I suppose, somewhere.
Yeah, I keep saying to him, you know, just sort yourself out online and that, but he offered me the business a couple of months ago, but I just haven't got the money to do it.
No, I mean, it's a funny thing, you know, because I mean, it just seems like certain catchment areas, you know, would that it seemed like it would work, but then others you wouldn't, you know, and you'd probably end up, like you say, you know, probably doing more online than you would anything else, you know, and then what's the point of having a shop?
Yeah. Yeah, true.
You know, you might as well just do it from a lockup, you know, and be done with it then, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scott is saying that his nearest model shop is a ferry trip and 2 hours drive away.
Aberdeen, probably.
Yeah, I was thinking, Aberdeen, yeah, because way up north. But yeah, I mean, it's. I mean, I know it's supposed to be a dying breed out in the States as well. I mean, anyone sort of, well, not, I don't actually follow, but have you, has anyone watched that Andy's model HQ?
Yeah.
Well, he, you know, I mean, for what he started off with, he's saying, you know, he's sort of doubled his space in the last well, actually a bit unlucky just before they sort of done a lockdown, but he'd moved into sort of bought or rented the unit or the store next door and sort of knocked a wall through. And it seems to work there, you know, in the States, you know, but for some, I don't know whether it's because, I don't know whether, maybe is it because people have a different misconception of, well, or different sort of outlook on modelling in this country, or, you know, whether it's, I mean, do people think it's boring? You know, I mean, Christ, we don't, obviously, because we won't be sitting here doing it, you know. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, you know, it just seems weird, doesn't it? You know that. You know, I mean, one country can sort of, well, I say make a success, but he has, because I mean, obviously he's got, you know, he's gone from one small store into a bigger sort of thing, and I think he's also got an online part of it now as well.
I think what it is, Phil, I think the classic models, like historical models, is more for our sort of, we did it as teenagers or younger, and then have come back to it in our 40s and 50s. A lot of us seem to be like that, whereas a lot of the younger one now are more into like tabletop gaming and Warhammer. That's more of the teenagers thing now. I mean, you look at Warhammer, their share prices have gone through the roof over the last sort of 10 years to what they used to be. And it's purely down to computer games and kids tabletop gaming now. Oh.
Yeah. So just reading what Shane's put. Yeah, I went in Pars years ago when actually whilst my father was still alive. London Road South. Went in there and but yeah, it'd gone into mostly railway. I mean, it's I suppose it'd be something that I would go to if I needed some scenery. Although I don't sort of tend to do trees and that's Dave.
What?
Dave.
Don't you mention trees, Phil? Do not mention trees. You can go off people,
Do not mention trees. Yeah. No, but no, seriously, no. I because if when I do dioramas, I don't tend to do them. Well, I say don't tend to do them big. The last two bloody dioramas I've done were massive, especially my my market garden one. But I haven't put any trees on them, just for the sheer fact I can't do them. But hopefully someone might do a video series that can show us how to do them one day. Wouldn't you, might you, Dave?
I've done that already, mate. It's fine. It's on the YouTube channel. The simplest way of doing trees, believe it or not, is
buy your own.
Woodland Scenics do the armature of the tree, the actual tree trunks, and the branches, and you can manipulate them and that. And then if you get old, it's quite expensive, but seafoam, a little dry plant that you can super glue on the end of them, and they make fantastic. Do a bit of flock on it, and they're great. They're fantastic trees.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I've seen that seafoam. I mean, even without putting them on an armature, they look just like little miniature trees.
Miniature trees, yeah, it's fantastic stuff. But like I say, it's quite expensive, and you don't get. Actually, you do. You get more than enough in a pack, to be honest, to do 3 or 4 diors. And vignettes out of it as well, basically. But it is good stuff, but it's quite expensive. So, I mean, there's ways and means. It depends if you want to go totally scratch build yourself, or if you want the convenience of using pre-done products. You know what I mean? It's it's worth going it. Everybody's different.
Definitely.
Range all the same.
Yeah. No, but there we go. So I've got it's got saying tree. Right. Eric saying the model shop as we know it is slowly dying here in the States as well. Ooh. Most shops have multiple hobbies, and most hobby manufacturers and wholesalers are wanting to get rid of the middleman. I suppose that's the way that we've I think we've probably done that for ourselves, didn't we? I don't think we had any sort of needed the manufacturers to sort of put the axe in. But no, I mean, although saying that, I mean the traditional model shop did, probably still do, but to have other things in, like radio control, Hornby and Sky Electrics as well. What I can remember from sort of like the one sort of like true model shop I can remember, he had a little bit of sort of Hornby, didn't have any Sky Electrics or anything, but yeah, they had a little bit of Hornby in there as well. So that was sort of like multi-disciplines, if you like. But yeah, that is a sad thing, I must admit.
Yeah, it's surprising. The sad thing as well is when they close. It's like my ex-wife, her uncle owned a model shop in a little place called Winton, just outside Bournemouth.
Mm-hmm.
and the shop was called the Railway Mart. It's not there anymore. You know what I mean? He passed away, and then the business was closed, and they sold it all off. You know what I mean? That's the shame of it. That's probably what's happening all around the country now. You know.
Well, that's it. Yeah, I suppose when as the original owners get want to retire, there's no one interested enough in the hobby to take it over. I suppose.
Yeah.
Which
Colin's there. I mean, he's nearest one. Saying probably Reading or Pompey. You know where I am in Portsmouth, and that's it's about an hour and 10, 15 minutes on the train, Colin. So when the old Velociraptor's finished, mate, and you're feeling better, nip on the train and I'll take you around them, mate.
There you go. Look, there's an offer you can't refuse there, Colin. But no, it's just that is. I mean, it is. It's just like I say, it's a shame. But then, I mean, someone to start up now, I think would be a huge gamble. I think if there wasn't anything there, established already, I think that would be a huge gamble. I think. Yeah, I mean, would anyone want to take a chance on me? So it's a.
Yeah, I mean, we had one open about 3 years now. I can't think of the name of the company now, but they're quite a well-established big model selling company, and they opened up a beautiful shop in Portsmouth. Absolutely gorgeous. They had pretty much everything you could want, and it lasted about 18 months, and they closed it.
Yeah.
But then it is, like I said, we've got five shops pre-established already, and the Games Workshop, the Warhammer store. So perhaps competition would be too much for them,
I mean, I suppose really, I mean, the only other sort of like retailer, well, especially in around my area is was it Hobby Zone in Norwich. I mean, I've been in there, but I mean, the modelling side of it again is only tucked away upstairs, in a sort of like a corner, but they seem to have more advertised online than they do actually in a store, which I think, that sounds a bit crazy. If you're going to have, stuff online, at least have the same amount in the stores, and then if you need to sell it from the store, because your stock is low, then you can always have it shipped over from, one branch to another or whatever. But yeah, that was pitiful when I went in there. I think it was last summer. That was pretty. So I think, oh God, is this all there is?
Well,
but
I'm glad you said that, because I was tempted. We've got a Hobby Zone in Havant, which is like the next town over. And it's like, I don't know, 15 minutes on the train. You know what I mean? And I was tempted to nip across and have a look, but if that's how pitiful they are, I won't bother then.
Yeah, see, Shane is saying that Andrew at Pars was trying to sell up 5 years ago. That's the shop in Lowestoft, and he's saying that couldn't get anyone with enough money, and he wanted nearly $250,000.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not being funny, but I mean, it's not a sort of overly big sort of like sort of in your face shop, but obviously the stock was there. And so obviously, you want to try and get, you want to get your money back, and you also want a little bit extra for all the years you've built and, sort of worked with the business.
Yeah,
but
cool.
I mean, couldn't even find, a buyer for that. So it just goes to show you, doesn't it?
I must have got quite a good offer off Paul then, because he said to me, if I give him 200,000, I could take it off his hands.
Oh, well, there you go. You could have saved yourself 40 grand there, look.
And you'd have had the biggest stash in the boom up.
I would have had, yeah.
Yeah. Trust me, I've been learning more about the hobby industry since my girlfriend's dad owns a small hobby shop. Oh, lucky you. Yeah, there you go. Look, see, look, that's what's known as keeping it in the family.
Yeah, she's a keeper.
As a keeper, yeah. Dear. Yeah, I'm happily scraping away here. I was only supposed to be doing the seams. I'm ended up taking most of the paint off. Look, yakking away. But there you go. I suppose that'll keep me occupied.
I said "Mamma Mia" just now because I just noticed on this Beetle, after sticking the wing mirrors on, that wing mirror there, is that shape, and that one is round. That's how they used to be. Do you remember on the old Beetle?
Yeah.
Because you had to see more out of
that side,
That side.
Yeah.
How's about that? I got it right.
Yeah, I mean, strange you should say that. I mean, because I can remember my first car, which was a Nova out of the from the dealers, and that only came with one door mirror. And so I sort of said to him, I want to get a passenger door mirror, and that was nearly twice as big as the driver's side.
Yeah,
that was weird. I think, what on earth? It's okay.
yeah.
I think, Christ, I mean, that was like I was like little and large. I was like someone had sort of given him 10 rounds and given him a cauliflower ear when you looked at it from the front. But that's how it was. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
There you go. Never mind. Yeah. Right, I'm going to just have a quick mouthful or two of coffee to wet me whistle, I think. Right.
Yeah, I made a silly mistake there, didn't I? I didn't make myself a new cup of tea before we started. I've got cold half a cup now.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I got the old cold coffee, so I won't worry about it too much.
You want to get one of them USB hot plates, Dave, where you can leave your mug on. It keeps your coffee hot.
Yeah, no, I'm not allowed things like that up here, am I? Like the mini fridge.
Isn't it for you, that hot plate?
Like the mini fridge. I wanted the mini fridge, but she won't let me have it.
Well, what's wrong with a mini fridge?
No, because then she'd know because I've got a kettle up here already for, modelling purposes.
Come on then, Shane. Shout it out. Shout it out, Shane. He's clocked the theme.
Oh, has he?
Has he not?
Has he now? Has he? Come on then, Shane. What is it? What's the theme?
Oh.
No, the theme is not Chris has got more brandy, Yes, there you go. Shane's got it. Well done, mate. Well done. I think I didn't think that was going to be such a hard one this week.
No,
I don't think we could have really done a really horrible one like we did. I mean, so I was saying that. I mean, the previous one, I thought someone would have got straight away. But no, that hung around for 2 weeks like a bad smell. So yeah, but yeah, well done, Shane. Well done.
A big box of bugger all.
Well, one of these days, I'm gonna put one of these streams on, and I'm gonna have a theme, and it's gonna be a bit of a doozy. And I think what I will do is I will then sort of give out one of my little stickers. Like, ooh. But at the moment, I'm saving these for hopefully within the next week or two, or maybe probably a little bit longer, since I lost 2 today. I don't know where they fell. I think they fell down the back of the sofa. But yeah, once I get to my 100th subscriber. Oh, actually, just talk amongst yourselves, guys. All right, just for 2 minutes. Yeah, okay. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Hang on.
Well, we won't talk about ABBA songs.
No, I can check this list up now.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that'll go. Thought it'd go quick once the Fernandos and Dancing Queens and things started coming in.
And a Waterloo right at the start.
Yeah. Right. What am I up to now?
I don't know. What are you up to now? What are you actually doing?
I'm just putting all the little fiddly ancillary bits on the Beetle. It's got to be done, innit?
Yeah.
It's got to be done, son.
Right.
I put a new video up today. Have you seen it yet, Dave?
Eh?
I put a new video up today. Have you seen it?
No, you have been at work, can I? I've been at work. Calm down.
3 o'clock.
Right.
Eh?
I am back, guys. Right. Now, as I was sort of saying before I sort of just dashed off, hopefully within the next few weeks, I should get to my 100th subscriber. and as a gift to that one person, and also one other, where I shall put a sort of random theme pick, not theme, but random comment picker in a video. They got one of these. Hang on, let me just go full screen. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Primetime Modelling mugs. There we go. So we've got those, and I've also got stickers. So what I will be doing for the 100th subscriber is to give away a mug and a sticker, and then also for the best comment in the video chat, I'll do a random pick, and then obviously they'll get a mug and a sticker too. So there we go.
You could
how about that, boys and girls?
You could do 3 prizes. You could do the mug and the sticker and a bigger box of nothing.
You got a point there, Dave.
You know?
Well done. Yeah. See, now I said I didn't think about that because I got so excited with the mug, I forgot about the actual bugger all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought about so I could actually. Yes. There we go. So yeah, so the 100th subscriber, and also the randomly picked comment in the 100th video or subscriber video will get a mug as well. So that's good. I had those come through. I was hoping they were going to turn up last Tuesday for the stream, but they didn't. They arrived a day late. So hey ho, never mind. So yeah, okay. So that's that. We'll get that got that out of the way. Right. So yeah. So we've got the theme guest. I mean, what else have we got? We could have had well, obviously I started off with Fernando. Mike, you started off. You sort of you named Dave Dancing Queen, but I think with rather nice nickname. I think we might keep that. Mm-hmm. What did you use, Dave? I can't remember.
Waterloo with the first one. With a
you what? Sorry,
Waterloo. With me.
Waterloo. That's it. And then obviously when Mike came out with Mamma Mia, and I done a Take a Chance on Me. So yeah, so it weren't too bad actually. It was quite easy, that one. So yeah, well done, Shane. So yeah, that's that. What we got here? Let's have a look. Candy's saying in the chat, saying, I suppose it would be poor form to unsubscribe and wait for the 99th to resubscribe. But the more people do that, the more of a gap there will be before it gets to 100 again. Yeah, because I did think that maybe 2 had done that deliberately so they could win a mug, but then I thought, no, it can't be that. Yeah. So, but yeah. 100th subscriber, whenever that'll be, that might just sneak up on me, and that'll go on to the stream, and then I'll do a random comment pick on, and then you will get a mug as well. So yeah, well done. Right, saying that I don't think that'd count. And at least I don't think it would. Yeah, I don't think it would. But there we go. Anyway, that's that. So do I now think about actually putting a little bit of paint on, since I've took a load of paint off, and I'll put some paint back on now. What I might do is actually drill a hole in there so I can put some cocktail sticks in. Let's have a look. Where's me? I had a little bit of a tidy up on my desk. Well, you wouldn't notice, but I had a little bit of tidy up on my desk the other night, and I can't remember where I put my bloody drill bits now. What do I do with them? Oh, there they are, right in front of me eyeballs. Like, I tell you.
See, I'm doing this thing, Phil, where I'm revisiting my kits from my youth.
Yeah.
to make a better job of them. Can people actually remember? Because we mentioned it the other day, but everybody went on to cars in the end on a stream.
Oh yeah.
Anybody remember the kits they did as a kid, and would they go back and do them again?
Yeah, that's a point. Yeah.
Well, mine was my very first kit was the Bristol Bloodhound by Airfix, and it was a guided missile. And when we used to do a hangout in another couple of years ago, someone that was in that hangout said, "I've got that in the stash in my loft." He said, "You can have it if you want it." So I done it and rebuilt it and repainted it and everything. And it's very nice reliving me youth and not painting it with hairy sticks this time.
Yeah, and that horrible lacquer paint, that horrible overall tin paint.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you say that. I've got a couple of enamel paints because obviously I sort of tried doing that Molotow over a top of black gloss. But strangely enough, I mean, when I done the engine, I didn't bother putting no black gloss on that, and it works just as well. So that's pretty good stuff.
Yeah, but, I can grab hold of a couple of tins at random, Where am I? Oh, there. What enamel, blimey. Does anybody still use it, like all the time, as their main go-to paint?
But no, I'm just trying to. Whilst we're talking about first one, I was just trying to think of my actual proper first model. I can't remember if that was the Airfix Mosquito or whether it was the Hurricane. I can't remember which one it was. But back in the day, the Airfix done. I think it was two kits of the Mosquito. One which you could actually build 3 versions out of, which I think was because they used to be series 1, 2, 3, 4, and upwards, didn't they?
Yeah.
Back in the day, and I can't remember if that was a series 2 or a series 3 where you had the facilities to do the bomber, the fighter bomber, and the one with the sort of like the cannon underneath the nose.
Oh,
but they used it for shipping, didn't they, as well? And also they done a series 1, but I can't remember if that was the first one or whether I'd done the Hurricane, which you could make into either the Mark 1 or the Mark 2, the Hurricane bomber. That was silver plastic. That was quite a nice sort of metallic sort of aluminium sort of looking plastic, if I remember correctly. But I can't remember which one it was. But I've done the Mosquito a couple of years back. Got another kit. Got it from Hannon's actually, and built one up. And then I decided to do their new 1/48 scale, which I'd done as a first one. I'd done as the one from the 633 Squadron, which was actually a bomber with a clear nose painted over with fake guns put on it, and a bulge in the belly. So that was a conversion. And then because obviously Airfix are now doing this buy one kit but you really got three in the box, the parts that were left over, mainly the 2 halves of the fuselage, tops of the wings, outboard parts of the wings, engines, propellers and stuff. I managed to do a crashed version, sort of like the scene from the film.
Yeah.
So I had some bits left over to do that as well. What I'll have to do one evening is get the page up, and so I could be able to share and show you them. And then also got myself a Tamiya one as well, which is I haven't even done yet. Yeah, so I had a bit of a splurge on Mozzie. So I think that probably was my first kit, actually, to be honest with you.
Yeah, mine was the the light, I can't remember, 135, I think it was 32nd. Matchbox Lysander.
Yeah, yeah.
And I made a total hash of it. I know I did. And I'm looking for one now. I keep looking. I'll find another one
That's
day.
the old three color kits, weren't they?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I'll find it. And there was the vampire they had as well on the same scale. That was another one I did. I remember doing it. I'm going back to them slowly.
Yeah, I mean, I remember doing the Airfix Lancaster, and obviously the original their version of the B-17. I used to do no end of playing kits, but I think I probably said it before that ended up my father sort of pestering the life out of me to actually sort of destroy him with an air rifle. that was my father's take on model making. Yeah, he don't want them bloody things, he say, but weird. That never really put me off, but but then I don't think I sort of realised the sort of the how much I used to put. Well, not say how I used to put into them, because I mean I wouldn't. You didn't think back in them days how much it took, but I don't think they were sort of good enough for me to sort of say no. I didn't want to do them anyway. So they must have been pretty pad paint jobs and that. So Nat is in. Evening, Nat. How are you?
Hi, Nat.
Just finished some filming. Oh, getting ready for another video on Nat's channel, Dexterous Crafter. So a little plug there for you. Like and subscribe. Give us the thumbs up. I'm terrible at promoting, I tell you. That's terrible.
Oh, you'll get there.
Oh, yeah. But there we go. Right, so what I need is, do I want metallic grey or do I want an aluminium? Aluminium.
Choice.
Why is it right that we say aluminium, but the Americans say aluminum? But they make it sound different, although there's exactly the same amount of letters, in the same order. Is it just because they break the words down differently to us, or is it just?
It's because they just don't speak the Queen's English like proper,
like proper, like what we do, yeah, like what we does, yeah.
Candy and Erica be on to us now.
That's why I said it. That's why I said it. I wanted a heated discussion. No, I didn't know. But no, I mean, it's like tomatoes. We say tomatoes, they say tomatoes. I mean, is it? I think is it just the way that Eric's gone. He's off. Nap time before work. Yeah. Bye, Eric. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
Look after yourself.
Yeah, and but at least that's one that won't get into the discussion about how to pronounce things. But yeah, I don't know if that's just the way that they break down the syllables, but that's just strange. I mean, I'd understand it if they actually they spelt the words differently. Although then you got night as in good night, they spell it Nite. Which is actually the way you would actually spell it if you said it. Yeah,
and tired.
Yeah, but then it's like we say, when we're sort of building stuff, you got to solder up some wire. They say solder.
Yeah, solder up. Yeah, that's a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah. Although saying that, I have heard a couple of chaps from America say solder. And I think, yeah, good on you, chaps, But solder, I mean, there's an L in there, and that L doesn't go when it's sort of flies over the Atlantic, it's still there, But it's just I don't know. Oh, hang on, what we got? That's one reason I watch these live streams, as I'm hopeful I can improve my Americanese to proper English one day.
God help you.
Oh God, if you're no good listening to me, then you can't, not with my Norfolk accent. Oh Christ, no, you don't want to be learning that. Start getting down that road, you'll never understand anything again. Getting to broad Norfolk, that's terrible. I mean, if Shane is still in the room, he'll know what I mean. Because Norfolk and Suffolk people, we've got some really, really weird ways of sort of saying things, you know.
I have a friend of mine lives in Boise in Idaho, and he came across once, and he couldn't believe how many different dialects and accents there were in such a small country.
Yeah, well, that's true, though, isn't it? Yeah.
It's a tiny, tiny country. We've got so many different regional accents and dialects. It's unreal.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and you know, you'd think, obviously, when you got people moving around the country and stuff like that, that it'd get diluted, but it doesn't, does it? It really is. Oh, you can tell he's a Brummie, he's from Birmingham, or he's a Manc, or he's a Glaswegian, or Scottish. It's weird that for such a small island that that it doesn't get diluted, which is really weird. But there you go. I suppose that's just this country all over, isn't it? Weird.
Yeah, we are, aren't we? We are.
The stiff.
I'm proud of it.
Yeah, the stiff British upper lip and all that lot. I mean, what's that all about? That stiff upper lip. I mean, all right, just because we're stupid enough to stay into a fight and not walk away when it's.
Yeah. Anybody was backed out of it, yeah.
Yeah. Or we're the first, we're the first ones to get the push into it, So, oh, here we go, chaps. Here, right, where you go. Yeah. Oh, well, what happened here? Oh, well, we got volunteered. Oh, lovely. Just like you did earlier, Dad. When about to introduce yourself. But no, I mean, no, it is weird, that obviously dialects and stuff, so. And considering how small the regions are, it's just so weird that it doesn't get diluted.
It's strange.
Yeah, very. There we go. Scott Sutherland saying, "I speak borderline Norwegian." Yeah, but borderline Norwegian to what? Other border? Yes. Nat is saying. It's the foods that confuse me between us and America, because our chips are potatoes, but chips over there are crisps. Well, yeah, that's true. Yes, they call their potato chips. Yeah, we call them crisps. Yeah, so then they call them fries. But then again, when you go into McDonald's, you don't ask for a portion of chips, do you? You ask for a portion of fries. Yeah, that's something else I got. We have all these these things like Taco Bell, KFC, and all that lot. But I don't see any fast food restaurants for Yorkshire pudding and roast beef.
Wish there was.
Yeah, that'd be great. But no, it's we seem to embrace other people's cultures and ideas, but we never promote our own. Or not well enough, I should say. Not well enough,
What surprised me is nobody's opened a fish and chip shop chain in America. Something like Harry Ramsden's going in there.
There is.
Yeah.
Is there?
I think there is. Mind you, I'm only going by Las Vegas and Florida, where I've been, which is where a lot of English go. So.
Yeah, wouldn't. I was going to say. I mean, I would have thought that because I know it's not food, but I mean, Madame Two Swords, they opened up a place in New York, didn't they? And what restaurant chain went with them? Oh, I can't remember now. Might have been Harry Ramsden's actually. But yeah, it's strange, isn't it? But yeah, I mean, just imagine, you could go to the States, and have a good old English roast. Well, mind you, even that, just going down to the local street here and getting a takeaway roast, that'd be nice. Save all the bother on a Sunday.
Absolutely nice carvery, mate. Can't beat it.
Yeah.
You can do, if you've got a Toby carvery in your area, you can actually order it and just eat.
Yeah.
Oh, and they deliver, do they? Ooh. Yeah. No, I don't think we've got a Toby carvery. Not anywhere close. We've got. Let's see what we've got. We've got the usual. Fast foods at McDonald's, KFC. We've got. I don't know if the Taco Bell is still. Is that Taco Bell? Anyway, one of the Mexican fast food things. We got one of them. I had one of them open up not long back. We've got. Is that Frankie and Benny's?
Yeah.
We've got one of those. I don't think. I mean, plenty of Chinese takeaways and stuff. I do like my Chinese takeaways. Indians. So yeah, we're not short of cultural food, but I don't think I've got Toby carvery. We've obviously got our own sort of carvery. We've got one in Caister. That's part of a small sort of like family chain. Nice for a Sunday afternoon if you've got nothing else better to do. But
Shane's saying one next to the JPH, Phil.
That's it then. Yeah, it must obviously it can't be all that old then. Yeah, the JPH is the James Paget Hospital, which is just on the outskirts of the town. So yeah, no, I didn't realise that was a Toby there. To be honest with you, Shane, because we used the Lowestoft where Shane is. They used to have Harvester. I don't know if that's still going. If that's still going in the town, but at least I now know there's a Toby in Yarmouth.
The Candygram's saying that there were two fish and chip franchise restaurants that he remembers growing up. Arthur Treacher's Fish and Chips. Now, Arthur Treacher was an actor, wasn't he? He was in EastEnders.
I don't mean feel like as old as you, Dad. We don't know. Have you
Anyway, EastEnders and
that was Bill Treacher, wasn't it?
Oh, Bill Treacher, yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
he played didn't he? That's what it is.
That's it. I remember because when you said that, I suddenly had in my head Arthur English. Don't know why, but I had Arthur English in my head.
Yeah.
But and what's the other one? H Salt Fish and Chips.
Yeah.
But but were they English or were they Americans that took the idea back with them and tried to make it work? That'd be interesting to find out.
Right.
Yeah, it could have been an ex-GI or something, couldn't it? That
could have been, yeah.
Taking it back to the States, with Candy saying that they disappeared decades ago. Wonder if they were ex-GIs or something after the war. Yeah,
I mean, got plenty of. We still have actually. We've still got plenty of American air bases around here. We've got Mildenhall, Lakenheath.
I watch Big Jet TV, as you probably know, and they were at Lakenheath last week.
Oh yeah.
And then he went on up to Mildenhall, just watching the F-16s.
Yeah.
And the Osprey and C-130s. Taking off and landing.
Yeah, I mean that's. I've seen the odd. A few years back now, the odd Hercules going down that way, But I always remember my my father telling me, because it used to work for Whitbread.
Oh yeah.
As a drayman, and they used to deliver out to the bases, Lakenheath and whatever. and he used to tell me, you know, when they used to be on a high alert, that they would be literally having machine guns and everything trained on them whilst they were checking the lorry, make sure there was no bombs and stuff, you know, on board and all that. And he said, you know, you know, if you moved too, you know, quick, they'd be on you, like, you know, the guard dogs would be, you know, round the cab, you know, like anything. He said that used to shit the life out of him.
Yeah.
Because, you know, and all they wanted to do was, you know, just deliver a few crates of beer or whatever it was that they ordered. He said if they were on lockdown, he said, my God, you know, he said, or security alert, that was it. You knew about it. And yeah, he used to go on there, and he said that that's like going into another world. You know, so you get past the gates, and it's like being in America.
Yeah.
You know, but there you go. That's one thing he remembered, bless him. But yeah, strange that, you know, it's culture, you know, and that sort of stayed sort of within the confines, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phil, just stick me in the bottom for a minute. I was going to nip and get a drink.
Yeah, all right, mate.
Stick it in the bottom.
In other words, he wants me to take him off screen. That's it. That's all right. We got a bigger area now to pimp ourselves now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, that's weird, you know. Candy's saying, speaking of the Osprey, I worked for the company that developed early tilt rotor planes, and the Osprey, and right outside my office building was a graveyard of tilt rotor. Oh, right.
Wow.
Ah.
Wow.
And Scott is saying, no big chain fast food places here, but quite a few chip shops and takeaways in Kirkwall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that full well from having visited Orkney.
I must admit, I haven't done much in the way of travelling.
I went to see Scott 2 years ago for a week.
Yeah, nice.
Rented an apartment, and they're brilliant. For what, if you're into World War II, it's brilliant.
Yeah,
just for all the shipwrecks and
that's right. Yeah,
and all the history of Orkney itself, with all the old settlements and stuff.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, when I say I haven't sort of travelled, I think I went. When was it? Was it for my 40th or my 41st birthday? I can't remember now. So long ago. But I sort of just decided, you know what? I've never been abroad. I'm just gonna do it, and I went to Romania for a week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Wish I hadn't. Well, not wish I hadn't, but I just wish I hadn't gone at the time I did. That was absolutely bacon. I think the minimum it got down to was about 33, 34 degrees.
Oh goodness.
And I never went out. I hired an apartment, luckily enough, with aircon, and I just went to the supermarket and back because that was so hot. You know, it drained you. I don't know how people living over there could take it. That was the sort of that really dry heat that had sap your energy.
Yeah.
And I think, oh Christ, you know. But yeah, that was something. Didn't spend much over there. I thought what was going to be expensive, but made me laugh because I went and changed some money at the bank, and the woman said, "Have a good evening." I thought, well, I've just changed 300 quid here. What do you mean, have a good evening? Looking out of the apartment in the evening, there's all lights in the sky. They're surrounded by bloody casinos.
Oh wow!
So I just thought, all right, and I was like, that's it. Yeah, I'll go to casinos and strip clubs. Yeah, no, I didn't. No, that didn't. But yeah, that was yeah. That I just shouldn't have gone at that time of the year. I should have gone a little bit earlier. But there we go. That was. What was it, late July? And that was I think the day I came back, the guy who picked me up was telling me, taking me to the airport. He said that was going to get to 38 degrees.
Wow.
Whew. Yeah, I thought, no, I'm glad I'm coming back home. Dave's back. He's got his drink.
I went to Vegas in when was it? 2003.
Uh-huh.
And my daughter got married out there.
Oh, very nice.
And she wanted to get married out there because we'd put her through university and she didn't want us paying for the wedding. So,
Right.
and they were going to have a quick wedding at the oldest chapel in Vegas. So I ended up paying anyway.
She did it right and had Elvis doing the service.
No, yeah, that's what I was then going to ask. Was Elvis there?
No. But that was 41 degrees when I was there, Phil.
Really?
Yeah, that was. You were just walking around with a bottle of water in your hands. I saw it, just drinking constantly.
I bet. Yeah, and that's also another dry heat, isn't it? Yeah. Scott is saying, yeah, he was in Romania training nearly 20 years ago, and yes, it is hot unless you're up 8,000-foot mountain. Yeah, that's weird because, you know, sort of probably about maybe about 50, 60 miles away, because I was at Bucharest. 50, 60 miles away to the north, I think. Hang on, I'm just trying to get myself orientated. To the north or something. Yeah, there'd be mountain regions, you know, sort of almost like Dracula country. And there'd be mountains, you know, in the summer. You have snow on the mountains, you know, in the summer. You know, and you think, whoa, you know. But yeah, that was definitely.
Yeah, I did that when I was driving the coaches. I went across a place called Grossglockner, which is the highest pass in the Alps.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to the top, and it was like middle of summer, and you get to the top and it's snow. It was like 3 or 4 foot of snow. And you think, hang on a minute, how does that work? Because you're actually closer to the sun. Wouldn't it melt first before down the valleys?
Well, you'd think so, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You think that's how it'd work, but I don't know. Colin's saying we did Luxor in Egypt, and that was a tad warm. Yeah, I dare say that was. Yeah. Mike has put in KFC and VW Beetle. That's because I done belly and bench time, Dave, just in case. And Scott's saying, yeah, he was in Dracula country. There you go. So what was it? Nearest town to the Brasov. That's it. Candy is saying that had to have been a fascinating trip to Colin. Yeah. And Shane is saying, boom, I'm 53 and never been abroad. We haven't been on any holiday since we were married 30 years ago. I mean, it's not for everyone, is it? You know, going abroad or having holidays. You know, I mean, I'm quite happy to stay at home and, you know, potter around if needs be. But I just had this itch that I had to scratch. You know, I think that was the reaching 40, you know, and thinking to myself, well, need to do a little something. But yeah, I was going to go back the year later because they had, strangely enough, they put on a, it wasn't Formula 3. It was some kind of FIA sanctioned race where they had sort of like that's British GTs. That's it, and they had people like Nigel Mansell taking part in his and stuff. And I was going to go back that following year and rent the same apartment because that'd have been literally about 10-minute walk from where it was going to be. Unfortunately, my father took ill and sort of passed away, so I never went in the end. But yeah, that was weird because I went there, and then next thing I know, they were sort of announcing that they were doing this race. So that was weird, but there you go. And Scott saying, yes, we did a parade in Brasov. Yeah. So that's up that region. And you say, I felt sorry for the pipers and the band in the full Highland uniform. Yeah. But mind you, if I had kilts on, I mean, they'd had a little bit of a breeze, you know, if they were true Scotsmen, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. Getting a breeze up your crossocks.
Yeah, we just aren't bothered and always have had doggos. Yeah, yeah, it's just, yeah, it's like I say, going abroad is not for everyone. You know, I mean, it wouldn't bother me if I ever went again, but you know, I mean, if the you know, if I ever arised, then yeah, I would. But you know, I've let my passport lax, so it's not like I've sort of been desperate to go away again. But it's one of the things. Right. So, right. What else? Who else has got? Who else has said anything about bench and belly? So Mike started off. Well, we know what mine is. There's a Benetton and the belly. I had just had a quick burger around my mum's tonight. Dave, what did you have?
I had my usual Tuesday fry up, mate.
Oh, lovely.
That's quite nice.
And
a £25 on the bench.
Excellent. And Andy saying, only time I've been on holiday was when I was 6, 13 and 25, 26. Greece, Euro Disney and 3 weeks in the Netherlands. Huh, there you go. You've been 3 times more or twice more than what I have, so that's good.
That's
but
nice. 3 weeks of cafe, that for Andy, wasn't it? There, 25, 26, 3 weeks in the Netherlands.
Yeah, in a cafe. Yeah.
We know all about that, Andy.
Right. I'm not going to ask. Yeah. But no, that's good. So what else we got? Right. Oh, God. I think my oh, hang on. Oh, right. Okay. Right. Staying with a female friend, but did partake of herb.
Yeah.
Yes. And other than that, now I can't go anywhere because if someone fast was wrong way, the missus and small person will have an action. Yeah.
Oh, did they both suffer an anaphylactic shock then? Wow.
Right, Shane is finishing decals on the Audi Quattro. Belly is just soup and protein shakes now. Okay. I take it the Audi Quattro is a 1/24. Is that the long wheelbase or the short wheelbase, Shane?
Yeah, I had a holiday in Folkestone once, Lower Stockway, when I was 16.
Yeah.
My dad was working at Sizewell B.
Yeah.
So we stayed in Sizewell, but had days out. Remember it well. I got sunstroke.
Didn't quite make it to a bit further north to Yarmouth then.
I think we did. From what
did
I remember.
You? Oh dear, you do have my sympathies. No, I shouldn't. No, I shouldn't say that. No, it's not a bad place as Yarmouth. Yeah, it's been let down for a good few decades, but you know, I mean, the thing is, as a seaside town, you know, although that did have its industry side of things, but it was it's always predominantly been a seaside town, so you know that it mostly really sort of relied on holiday trade. I mean, I can remember the main road in from sort of like the west of the county from through Norwich and that being absolutely chock-a-block. It would be it's a single carriageway, still is now, called the Acle Strait, but I can remember that being literally chock-a-block. You know, people trying to get into Yarmouth. You know, that would be how popular the town was, you know, for summer holidays. But now, you know, there's no sort of real concernable difference apart from when you get the holiday camps kicking out on a Friday, or people just trying to get into town from the holiday camps, but getting into the town per se. From other parts of the country, you wouldn't know that you know, the place is still sort of going at, you know, sort of thing, you know. But you know, it's a sign of the times, isn't it?
Yeah.
His old was from there.
Yeah. Andy's saying belly is burger and chips, and there's nothing on the bench. So that's that. Let's have a look. See how my
one of the companies I was sub to when I was on the coaches was from there, Phil. No, it was Grand UK Holidays.
Yeah, but you were driving charabangs, weren't you? You weren't driving coaches.
No, these were coaches in the end, not the shower.
What was the name of the company again?
Grand UK Holidays.
Grand UK.
Yeah, they're based in Norfolk, in Norwich.
Yeah, I don't recall them. But then again, you know, I mean, if they didn't do sort of like local holidays, because I mean, we had places like Seagull coaches and stuff like that that would do trips. Still going.
Seagull, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, excellent. Shane is saying, "Oh, it's a long wheelbase, only a basic kit, but I like the Italieri rally cars. I'm not worried with too much detail. No, whichever floats your boat." But yeah, I mean, I think I preferred the long wheelbase as opposed to the short wheelbase.
I might have to get a car.
Sorry,
I thought he said it was a car. And you were talking about floating his boat.
Yeah. Very good. Right, and let's have a look. Scott. Ooh, that's something I haven't had for a while. It's Belly's liver and bacon with veg and fresh new potatoes from his stepdad's farm. And bench is the Postmansky Patsky van. Oh, I actually said that. Wow, surprised myself. In other words, Postman Pat van. Yeah. And he's saying, "Seagull coaches, mine." Yeah.
Yeah. You want to look at the pictures of that, Phil? That Scott's post office van. It's absolutely brilliant.
Is it? Yeah.
It's fantastic. He's done a really good job of that. Yeah.
Lovely. I'll try and get hold of that later on. But yeah, excellent. Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, well done, Andy. Yeah, so yeah, that's yeah, I think that's what we got. He's done it again, mine. Yes, okay. Yeah, so that's that. So has anyone sort of got any sort of interesting news?
No.
I know. I did read in the paper though that apparently Elvis's grandson has shot himself dead.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
I can't think of the guy's name, but the Asian guy that was on Mythbusters.
Yes, yeah. Grant. Yes, Grant. Somebody. Yes, yeah. He died as well. Yeah. Strange enough, he. Has any of you guys watched Star Trek Continues?
No.
It's a fan-based sort of little mini series of carrying on from the original series of the Star Trek, and they done 11 episodes. He played Sulu in there.
All right.
And Star Trek Continues. It's called. And Colin is saying that Grant Imara. That's it.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, died from Mythbusters. Yeah. Apparently, had a brain hemorrhage or something. Okay. I was reading. Yeah.
49. No age, is it?
I was going to say something, but it's not very nice when you said Elvis's grandson died. I was going to say it's now or never, but
yeah. But I mean, what got me was that the news was saying that he accidentally shot himself.
Wow.
I don't know exactly what happened, but yeah. Candy is saying, Grant, oh, come on, here we go. Grant Imara, I have a few friends who knew him and all said that he was a very friendly and helpful fellow. Yeah, I mean, because he also I know he done Mythbusters, but he also every now and again done little bits for Adam Savage's Tested.
That's right. Yeah.
Nearly had a brain freeze then. I was trying to think what he was saying. Colin said aneurysm. That's it. Yeah, an aneurysm. And yeah, he done a few bits on there, I noticed as well. But yeah, that's sad. He was only
49.
49, was it 49?
49.
Yeah. Not an age, is it really?
No.
Not when you look at David, isn't?
Thanks, mate. And the latest news from this end is I have found the world's smallest sprue in this kit.
Have you?
Yeah. That's it.
Oh my goodness.
What's on? What is actually on there?
It was that rope.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
The world's smallest sprue. If anybody has a smaller sprue, let us know.
Yeah. Well, that was That could that be classed as over engineering?
I don't know. It's to me.
Yeah, I mean, surely they. Well, there you go. Obviously, they didn't. Probably they must have got to actually put that piece on the molds. I reckon. And it's like, oh
yeah. Let's have one of them. Yeah.
Shane,
yeah.
Shane's got to go. Everybody, he's got to duck out.
Bye.
Okay, Shane. Yeah, that's all right. No worries, mate. Thanks. Yeah, take care. You too as well. Yeah, thanks for all your company. No worries, mate. Yeah, take care. See you soon. Yeah, I think what we might do is we might give it an early doors ourselves because seeing that they got the stream pretty early.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so that at least that didn't sort of linger out, which I don't think we could have done that for 2 weeks. But we shall try harder next time.
Yeah, the first choice would have got him, Phil.
Mm.
But and Enrico Moriarty, the fellow, whatever his name was.
Well, and Ennio Morricone.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
The fella, yeah. You that name, weren't you?
Yeah, I did have a bit of trouble with that, yeah. But no, I think we'd all had trouble trying to pronounce some of them songs.
Yeah, true.
Or some of them titles, I should say, not songs, because I don't think they were songs. But yeah, but yeah, no, that's good. Unless anyone else has got any questions in the chat, I think we might. World's smallest sprue, more plastic went into the carrier than the bar. Yeah, that is true. That is actually, yeah. But I suppose, Tammy, what had it done? So that's what happens.
If I trim that down, I could use that as a window frame as one of my buildings.
Yeah.
There you go. Don't throw it away.
Greenwood books.
Yeah, Colin's saying ecstasy of the gold, a classic. Yeah, I was actually had that on playing on the old YouTube the other day, listening to that whilst I was sort of pottering around. Yeah.
Was it an album? That is it.
Compilation, yeah, of some of his best ones. I think there was a few from the obviously the Fistful of Dollars movies.
All right.
And I thought we'd gone back to the bit again.
I shall write this down.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of the. I can't remember the name of the song now, but I thought to myself, I didn't realise he wrote that. But yeah, it was. Is it Ennio? No, that's his name. I can't remember now.
God, I've written that.
It was late 70s. I can't do any more because I'll get copyright. I can't remember the name. Colin will tell us. He'll pop it in there in a minute. But I thought to myself, I didn't realise he wrote that.
Ennio Morricone's, but Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about the only one I knew.
Wow.
But, yeah, I'm just trying to think of the. No, that's gone. It's gone out of me. Yeah, I can't remember now.
It'll come back to you 2 o'clock in the morning. Give us a shout.
It probably will, yeah. That'll be an earworm. Yeah, no, I can't get rid of it. That'll wake me up. But there we go. Right. So yeah, I think we'll. I mean, we're done an hour and 30, coming up for an hour and 35 minutes. That's. I think that's plenty enough to keep people amused for the evening, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll all have an early night, I think. So thanks for everyone for coming in. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Dave. Thanks for everyone in the chat. Been a good night, and hopefully we'll do it all again next week. I don't know if you boys are up for it, but I've got a thumbs up from Dave. Yeah, I win a thumbs up from Mike as well. Lovely. So yeah, great. Fun as always. Try and think of a more, should we say, challenging theme.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say, Cold Candy saying it's going to be a long time before we hear music like that as iconic as what Morricone did. Yeah, that's true. Colin is saying, see you next week. Yep, see you later, mate. If I don't catch you in your own streams, I'll see you on the e-models. Nat's still here saying thank you, gents. Thank you, Nat. Be good. Take care. Yep. So we'll call it quits for tonight, and we'll try and think of something a bit more, should we say, challenging for next week's theme, or we might even go for a quiz. I don't know yet. We'll see. See how we feel. See if we're sort of mentally challenged. Or well, I know I'm mentally challenged, but yeah, we'll see what. see how the land lies. But yep. So thanks again. So anyway, so it's so we'll say goodbye to Dave. Goodbye to Mike. Goodbye to me. Be good people. Be good to each other. Go buy models. Go make models. Take care. Be good. Wash your damn hands. What is it you normally say, Dave? Wash your bits, you filthy animals.
That's the one.
But yes, thanks guys for coming, and yeah, we'll see you again next week. And take care, everybody. Bye for now. Bye. Bye. There we go. Okay.